Hello, we're back up again. This is a conversation that is related to, well, an extension of one that I made a while back, where if I remember correctly, it was placed in the big beautiful bill, the new budget spending bill. There was $85 million reserved to move a space shuttle. I believe it was Discovery. Hold on, let me remember. Okay, yeah, to move the space shuttle Discovery from the Smithsonian to Houston to put it on display. There's a whole lot of background. I've already recorded a lot about it. Please, before you watch this one, if you care that much, go back and watch that other video where I go into a bunch of the goofy nonsense around this whole situation. Absolutely ridiculous situation. This is an extension of that. There have been some developments. So there is now a website, keeptheshuttle.org, that goes over a bunch of like the FAQs over like actually moving the shuttle and just the situation as a whole. But before I read into that, I want to read, there's an update that is a result of a press release from Keep the Shuttle around the situation itself. So as of now, the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors just completed a unanimous and bipartisan vote opposing the proposed relocation of the Space Shuttle Discovery from the Smithsonian, which the county is where it is currently located. They are keeping it there. They are not going to move it. And the reason that the county needs to vote on it is because of the insane amount of effort from the county it would take to even get it to somewhere where it can be moved. Since 2012, Discovery has been viewed by millions of visitors at the Smithsonian's Uhhhhhhh Center, located in Fairfax County. If the relocation to Houston happens, it will require a 25-plus mile tow through Fairfax County and other parts of Northern Virginia to reach a navigable portion of the Potomac River, at which point the shuttle would be loaded onto a barge for a 2,000-mile-plus journey to Texas. As illustrated by the 12-mile tow of the Space Shuttle Endeavour through Los Angeles in 2012, the tow would require significant local support and resources. Endeavour's move required cutting down 400 trees, reinforcing roads with steel plating, removing hundreds of utility poles, traffic signs, and streetlights, and other support from local officials. While the relocation has, to date, been a primarily federal story, Keep the Shuttle recognizes that Fairfax County and other local/state authorities have a significant voice in the matter, and we will continue to work with them to block the relocation at every possible opportunity. We are also working with allies in Congress to block the appropriation of any NASA, Smithsonian, or other federal funding for the relocation, including the $85 million authorized by the OBBBA. What the heck does that acronym stand for? Surely they refer to the big beautiful bill. What do the O and the A mean? Whatever. During the ongoing financial year of 2026 appropriations process, and expect to share more updates on this matter in the near future. So there are a couple points related to everything I've just said that are in the FAQ that are like worth giving a read. For example, isn't the move going to cost just $5 million? Isn't that reasonable? First and foremost, it should be pretty evident surely this FAQ is written. It's written for people who don't have the full picture, who aren't like knowledgeable on any of the stuff that goes along with like moving really, really heavy objects through public roads, and really like how the maintenance and how much that stuff costs and all that other things. But isn't the move going to cost just $5 million? Isn't that reasonable? Absolutely not. The $5 million cited is only for transportation, and even that figure is questionable. The funding bill allocated $85 million for the move and a new display facility in Houston, but the Smithsonian has estimated that the true cost will be over $300 million, and possibly more when hidden logistical and structural challenges are factored in. That is a massive taxpayer expense just to undo a decision made over a decade ago by professionals for no public benefit. And I agree, there's like no public benefit to this. Isn't Texas a good place for a shuttle, since NASA has a big presence there? While Texas has played an important role in NASA's history, the current placement of the shuttles across the country, including Florida, where they launched, California, where they were made, and the Smithsonian in Virginia, reflects a thoughtful balance of historical, educational, and geographic factors. Discovery belongs to the Smithsonian not just because of its proximity to the nation's capital, but because the shuttle is part of a curated, contextualized collection of irreplaceable American aerospace artifacts. Moving her for local political gain disrupts that balance, especially when Houston already has another shuttle on display. A full shuttle replica plus a specially modified Boeing 747 that ferried the shuttle between missions. there is no benefit. There's no public benefit to moving it to Houston. Zero. Absolutely none. We have one in Texas already. If anyone is genuinely curious, they can just go look at that one. If we're trying to like promote the push of knowledge or whatever, or space travel or curiosity or whatever, the one we have right now in Houston is good enough. It's good enough. The only thing that having that one in Houston is going to do is promote tourism, which is just a political move to get more money in the state. That's it. That's it. That's literally all it will ever serve. Can't they just fly Discovery to Houston like they did before? No, they can't. The two specially modified shuttle carrier aircraft based on the Boeing 747 used for ferrying orbiters are fully decommissioned. They're fully decommissioned. Ironically, one of them is on static display at the same museum in Houston that's tried to acquire Discovery. No other aircraft in the world is certified or capable of safely transporting a shuttle. Overland transport is even more risky. Discovery is a massive, fragile, and wasn't built to be moved again. Water transport isn't really an option either. The shuttle is located over 25 miles from the nearest navigable body of water. Any attempt at relocation risks serious, irreversible damage to one of our nation's most iconic engineering achievements. They're still pushing for it. This is still being pushed to get the shuttle to Texas by Texas legislation. There's no benefit. The only people who gains are the politicians in Texas. That's literally it. Every single other person, except for the people who live near where it's going to be and want to visit it, like visit specifically this one in person, are the ones who benefit. Outside of that, it is a huge deficit across the board to everyone, from time to money to logistics to risking damage to the craft itself to so much other stuff. So much other stuff. It's actually ridiculous that this is something that they are pushing so hard for. It is a benefit to no one and a deficit to everyone, or at least a benefit to no one who should care about something like this. Anyways, that's it. Another rant about silly situation. I'm leaving now. Bye.